Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Uthaya Vishva Vijayaya Chano Vishadam,
Uthaya Vishva Vijayaya Chano Vishadam,
Madhyagirapanayat Purushah Puranyah,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrama Sevamana Govindavari Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindavari Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Vedankananda Maravinda Dalaya Daksha Bharavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundaram Kandarbha Gotika Maniya Visesha Sobham Govinda Mani Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mani Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kala Sanvana Malavamshi Ratnagadam Vanaya Keli Kalavilasa Shaivam Pivangaladitam Niyata Prakasha Govinda Mani Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mani Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Angani Jasya Sabalendriya Vrittimanti Pashanti Bandi Kalayanti Chiranjaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadujvala Vigrahasya Govinda Mani Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Mani Purusha
to Sri Prabhupada. So you have seen how the Mātājīs are learning to worship Shri Gauranitai according to a higher standard. So they are now studying all the different prayers and verses, and Hamsika Mātājī is very enthusiastic about it. I can show you the paper that she has written. So this is the book that we're using to worship their lordships. So we don't follow everything to the letter, but we're trying to implement as much as we can. So this is the book that I started to worship them 1 year ago when we did the installation ceremony. Maybe some of you have seen how we did the fire sacrifice in our home. There was the eye-opening ceremony that we did, the installation, the Abhishek installation, 1 year ago now. And I started to worship them according to this. At the beginning, I did not know anything, almost, of course, offering the incense, the lamp, all these things. And even this, actually, I found out that I was wrong in the order that I was offering. I learned from this, first of all, I learned to do the complete achaman. This is called a Vishesha achaman, the complete achaman. Normally what we do is the first three. Om Keshavaya Namah, Om Narayana Namah, Om Madhavaya Namah. But there is more than this. So I've been doing this every day that I was worshiping their lordships, whether it be before offering fruits, before offering any time that I would go on the altar, I would do the full achaman. So I have taught this to the Mātājīs, and I told them to at least do it in the morning before starting the whole morning program of worship. So they agreed. The only difficulty is with Labanga Mātājī because she has problem pronouncing the Sanskrit. We told her that if you can, you try to do it, and if not, you just do the normal one. After this, what we're doing now, you have seen in the video, is that I'm teaching them the mantras to wake up their lordship. Starts with this verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam. So sa vadabra karunyo bhagavan vivriddha. And then there is Deva prapanartihara. So there are 3 verses that are recited to wake up their lordships. And then wake up Srila Prabhupada, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu. So now we're practicing before each Srimad Bhagavatam class every morning. We're practicing together to recite these prayers. So what Hamsika Mātājī did, she took this book and she wrote it down in Chinese, as you can see in these. So this is the whole Achaman. So she was very serious about it. She really wanted to learn. She took the book, she typed all of this, and she printed it out. So now Hamsika Mātājī was the pujari for the past 10 days. I was training her. And now she's starting to understand. She knows the procedures and all. She doesn't remember all the mantras yet. That took me some time also. It took me more than a month to remember all the mantras. Yesterday, Hamsika Mātājī was training Haribhadra Mātājī. She trained her two days actually, the day before yesterday and yesterday. And today I went on the altar with Haribhadra Mātājī. And we can see the effect of sincerely trying to perform deity worship without offenses, by having a proper standard. It really works. The heart really becomes cleansed and there's pleasure in it. If one does it with full of offenses, he will not feel any pleasure. Because the whole point of deity worship is to realize that the Lord is in front of us. To realize that the Aksha Vigraha is not different than Krishna himself. And that requires strictness and seriousness in deity worship. Not lazy and unregulated, unclean. That is very bad. And we can feel it. The Mātājīs are becoming more and more happy serving their lordships. We are becoming more and more happy also, and just seeing them. So it's working. So I'm very happy that we have taken this full-time life again. In the beginning I was doubtful, but I decided to listen to my intelligence instead of my mind. Of course, it's all Krishna's mercy. I was praying to Prabhupada to help me surrender, give up my job and give up my nice apartment that I had over there and all. And the Lord helped. It's all His mercy. It's Him who has arranged everything. Now that I look back at how we got here, I can see how He arranged situations where I was forced basically to leave. It's all His doing. Everything is within His control. How much one is materially entangled and how much one is liberated from material entanglement, the desire for enjoying this material world, it's all within His control. All we need to do is try to pray to be bestowed upon with His mercy. So that's it. I'm very happy that the Mātājīs are enjoying this. We have discussed the schedule this morning. We did a small Ishtagoshti after Bhagavatam class. So that's it. Please bless us that we'll be successful in trying to encourage the Mātājīs more and more, and also encourage ourselves and try to bring more people to the temple. One of the most important aspects of preaching is actually preaching to the devotees, which means engaging the devotees in service. Because normally we refer to the word preaching as trying to introduce Krishna consciousness to those who are not Krishna conscious outside. But we forget that actually when they come to the temple, we must engage them in service. Now, Prabhupada said this is the symptom of a good temple president and a good leader. He knows how to engage others in service. So there must be service created. We must create some service in the temple in order to have enough engagement for all the devotees. So that is the secret of success of a good temple, that every devotee has got some service. So this deity worship is the very basis of the temple because it's the regulated life. This is where it starts from. So from that slot that we have, those empty slots in our deity worship schedule, then we'll try to fill in more. And that I'm thinking of a regular Prasadam distribution program. We just need to think on how to do it. As soon as we find a good way to do it, then we do it weekly and steadily, regularly. Then again, more service, and we build up. Try to fit all the empty spaces like this, and then more and more service, more and more, and we'll be more and more happy. This is the science of Krishna consciousness. It's not a hidden thing. It's plain out there. You know it. The more you serve, the more you become joyful. So let's take it.
Vedeshu durlabam durlabam atmabhakto Govindamani Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govindamani Purusha Tamaham Bhajami